There are a lot of different coins down here. How odd. It's not like this is a saint's well. Hello there, welcome to Pentiment, part number something. Don't actually remember. We are down here in the deep salt mine because we are doing something. We helped Artemis and Apollo with their frog prank by replacing the key, or putting the key back. I think we're down here to try and find some of the early history, of Passing's early history, because we are painting the mural, and we need to know all about the early history, and so we're here in the salt mine, and hopefully at some point the Roman ruins. But for now... Oh, a tablet. There's still writing on it. Oh? That's German. Oh, it's a poem. I think it's a love note, actually. Yeah, rising passion. I didn't even know what that poem said, because, again, do not speak as a German. Oh, this looks like a larger version of some of Balthus's contraptions. This winch must have been attached to some sort of hauling and pulley system. Fascinating. Now that I'm down here, I should see what I can find from the Roman era and before. We will, Magdalene, we will. Oh, bones. They're far too big to be human. No horns. Looks like a mule to me. Maybe it's hold that winch. Poor creature dying down here. Yeah, most likely, because there's no way that humans would be turning that thing around if they could use beasts of burden to do it. Because that's more or less what we do. That's what must have scared Apollo so much. Depending on what this is hooked up to, though. If it's something light, then yeah, we probably did it by ourselves, but otherwise... Okay, we can go into a cave. Can pick something up. Oh, a piece of pottery. It's beautiful. And let's go further down. We can go into another cave. And we... Oh, another shard. Oh, we got... Oh, another shard. Yet another pottery piece. Oh, a cave-in. The wood here looks newer than the first part of the mine. Was this collapse recent? Probably. We have two caves to go into. The bottom cave or the upper cave. Let's start top, then go to the bottom. Also, why is there kind of a ladle there? Ish. This thing? Looks like a ladle. Might be some ruined lantern. Oh, pottery pieces. This pottery is scattered everywhere. And there's a statue of a dog. No, not a dog. I'm sorry. Oh, these must be the same kind of figurines Till and the other farmers find in the fields. So they don't come from here, but they're here down here as well. To think that there are so many remnants of our ancestors scattered in fields and caves like this. Yeah, sure. We still find... Well, not we, but I guess we still find Viking artifacts. Just maybe not every day, but often enough. Just from people going out with their dogs digging up something, a farmer doing something. Just yeah, it's everywhere. So no surprise, it's the same here. More pottery. Hey, this piece looks like it matches the other pieces I found. The other piece I found, the other pieces. We found a lot of pieces. Ooh, another piece. Okay, so we are basically doing a pottery quest. Are we going to glue it back together as well? Maybe it'll have some... like the... Did the Romans do that? Did the Romans basically paint... well, paint, or whatever they did with their pottery, the stories on urns and stuff like the Greeks did? Or was that more specifically a very Greek thing? Another shard. Tassia aqua mihi, det aut Pluto mi servet. Servet? Did you serve Pluto? Hic sal est mi mortis sicat. There's a Latin inscription here. Tassia, give me water, or Pluto preserve me. This salt is drying me to death. Right, Tassia was the nymph? Nymph. Yikes. Doesn't sound like working down here was pleasant. I don't think working in a mine is. Any mine. But a salt mine... I don't know, I never worked in a salt mine. Would the salt dry you out faster because it's everywhere? Ooh, look at this. Oh, this looks like a Roman map of Tassing. I wonder what's changed. Let's see if I can map everything out. We have the salt mine down here. The aqueducts here. There's the castrum, which is basically the abbey. Balneum? Well, I don't know what that is. Opium? That's the aqueduct and the spring. Okay. And I did look up now how aqueducts work. Basically, gravity and the lay of the terrain. Nothing more than that, but it's still a great feat of engineering. There's the abbey, aqueduct, and the spring. The abbey was an old fort up on the hill, and there's the rest of the town. That be this? Wait, what's this building? I don't really recognize it. Mithranum. I don't recognize that word from any of my books. So this kind of looks like rail tracks, but you know, they didn't have rail tracks back then. I can't quite tell what it's meant to label on the map. Maybe some sort of temple? Yeah, sure. Aqueduct kinda goes into the Mithraeum. There's the whole Roman ruins thing, but they were more like up here. Then again, this might not be a completely accurate map. Well, whatever it is, it's not in Tassing now, that's for sure. That's so odd. If you say so. I see another pottery piece. Yoink. Here's another piece. Oh? What do we have here? A man with a dagger and a torch. Or maybe a short sword. This looks almost like an altar. But what would an altar be doing in a salt mine? It's even carved out of the salt. Oh? An altar of salt? I know many gamers who would have to pray at that one. Anima latin me ascendit anima mea in whatever. Translate, please. Another inscription. It's not very formal. A worker must have carved it. Are you saying non-workers can't be informal? Lateus' soul ascended in the Mithraeum. My soul will descend in this damned hall of salt. So someone went upwards and someone went downwards. Okay, we're gonna go downwards. Christ, that's rough. There's that word again, Mithraeum. It must have been important to the Romans. I'm sure it is, and I'm afraid to Google it, so I'm not gonna. Another piece. I wonder if they're all the same pot. There's only one way to find out. I have a lot of these pottery pieces. I should find out if they're all from the same pot. Oh! We're actually gonna... Okay. I guess this is a centerpiece then? Can I turn these around somehow? Because you might be upside down, or maybe not. Oh, okay. Okay, this might... What if I don't want you there, though? What if I... Can I put another... Okay, so I just do that. Okay. You're definitely... You're a border piece, so I don't know why I put you there. You look like you might be... down here-ish? Either there or there. You're definitely the edge. You are somewhere on the top. At the top. Let's put you right about there. There. Okay, gonna take a minute or two to get used to the controls, okay? That's just how it is. Then you would probably be here. Yes, you look like you fit together nicely. Maybe you up here? No. Or maybe you down here. You up here. Oop. Keep forgetting that I have to rotate them. Oh no. No, that doesn't really work. You work very nicely here though, together. So maybe these are different pots. You are definitely out here on the rim somewhere. But maybe more like up here-ish. How about we go from this one? Do I have anything that fits with you? I mean, this one perhaps? Like so? Yes? Okay. You definitely do not fit there. I want to move you. Yeah, put you... God damn it, come here. Stay there for now. So we have a person falling down and dying. That would actually be you. Okay, so you're down here. You're actually down here. I see. Okay, so far so good. Then we have... Could you be part of this? Yes, you could. See? We're slowly getting the pieces together here. I mean, I guess you could be over here then. Perfect. Perfect fit. We have this dude. It's probably gonna be you. I don't even know if you're supposed to be there. No, you look like an actual... You two go together. So maybe you're supposed to be... Yeah, you fit in there. So you're here. So I put you in the right position at once. That was nice. You have a dagger, I feel. I feel like you have a dagger. Yes, you have a dagger. And then we have... You might be in the right position. You definitely aren't. You should be up here. Yes. And then we have you. Definitely go here. And then you have a face. Like so. And there's your hair. And the last piece. Look at that! Got it! What do we have here? We have deer, we have animals, we have demonic woman figure holding someone by their leg in a very spindly arm. Someone coming to kill them. Someone is dead. This might be the down below these be souls. And then someone is just over here watching / praying. Are you... You might be you. So you're dead there and this might be a close-up? I don't know. The figures on this pot lid look like they're telling a story. Ah, so that's what this is. This is basically a pot. To pick up the pot lid. Okay. A knob. A knob. To pick up the pot lid. These paintings must depict an early myth, even before the Romans. Oh, even before the Romans, you say. Yeah? Whom then? Let's see. This must be Pershta. Goddess, at least. Devilish, demonish, I don't know, but, you know, horns. Usually not good. But she, yeah, wasn't she basically the nature goddess? So maybe horns for the animals, and then her hair looks like wheat? Kind of. Also, that looks like a face I drew when I was, like, 5, and 7, and 9. And I've never really improved on my art. So if you were to tell me to draw a human face, it would probably look just like that. Just like this. Because I sure as hell can't draw. Okay, Pershta, and those must be the forest spirits. Part of the wild hunt? Oh god, the next part looks like a human sacrifice. Might be, could be human sacrifice, could be a murder. Who knows? Someone, maybe a chieftain, is sacrificing a man to Pershta. Are you sure? That's just your interpretation. I saw it completely differently. Before I knew it was the wild hunt. The bottom half of the lid continues the story. Okay, so these aren't animals, they are spirits. And what the hell are these? Big eye demons? Arimans? These look like spirits, but so were the things above. So spirits and spirits. They must be coming in to feast on the sacrifice. A sacrifice, you would say. That must be how our ancestors tried to keep Tassing safe. They offered sacrifices to Pershta. I mean, yeah, sure they did that on the other side of the pond as well. Didn't they basically sacrifice people, or else they thought the sun wouldn't rise or something? Or maybe that's just... I think that's what we were taught when I went to school. Maybe it has changed since then. I don't know. Ooh. I mean... could paint it into the history, sure, but I feel like unless you actually know the history it is portraying, she's just widely guessing. It may very well be educated guesses, but I don't think Magdalene knows much about Pershta and Wild Hunt. She knows about as much of it as I do, maybe a little more. But again, she's still guesstimating. And I don't know if you should put something down to, in a painting, to history, if you don't actually know the history behind it. I mean, to chronicle history, even if you don't understand it, sure, but to show the early histories of Tassing, I mean, yeah, maybe get to know what it. Maybe get to understand what it means first. And then we can proudly show it as a history of Tassing. Also, that third option, it's barbaric and very pagan. I doubt anyone would want to see our past shown this way. Doesn't matter. The past is the past, it has happened, and you can't wash it away. It's better to embrace it and learn from it, understand it. Where you came from, understand your roots. Again, I only have Magda's word that this is a human sacrifice. Like you heard, I saw it differently. So, I mean, this is part of our history, but I'm not sure this is the best story to portray. Let's save that for a backup. I'll have to think more about it before I decide for certain. Yes. Don't dismiss it right out of hand, and don't just go for it. Alright? I'd better keep going before I run out of oil in my lamp. More Latin writing. Penetramus. If we cannot enter the Mithraeum, we will make our own altar to the gods. Okay, so that's have nothing to do with penetrating, but entering. Got their mind, yes. So the Mithraeum was then some sort of altar for the good people, the non-miners, the non-workers, the posh people, the knobs. It sounds like the Mithraeum was some sort of temple. Huh. I've never heard the word before, still. I won't be able to go any further with all the rubble. I suppose this is as far as I can go. Still, the murals on the wall showed me what Tassing was like when the Romans were here. I wonder if I can find out where the Mithraeum was, or what it is. And putting the pottery shard back together showed one of the earliest histories of Tassing. I think I've seen everything I can down here, and my oil is running out. Time to climb back out. Then again, now that I think about it a little bit more than just initial reactions when it comes to the history on the pot lid, that's basically the only history of that part that we know so far, because we haven't found any other recording notes. Maybe we should put it down in the mural so that maybe people in the future, either near or far, can actually see it and then try and understand what exactly it means, instead of just letting it go to waste and disappear from history. Yes. Whoa. Uh-oh. Ah! Wait, who's that? Hello? Is someone there? That someone had a beard. It kind of looked like Adolf, but he died 18 years ago. Did he? No, no, I was thinking of the guy who died 80. I said died and I thought grave. That was Piero we were there for. Adolf might have died, but we gave him medicine. But then again, he was shit ton old, so I don't think he survived for another 18 years, especially not with that condition. But it really looked like Adolf. I'd better get out of this shaft before another rock comes crashing down. So we are being spied on. Why? And by whom? Welcome back to the land of the living, Mags. Who was that? Clearly a man. Because beard. Even Apollo and Artemis would have helped me out of here. Well, now that I have more information, I can make some decisions on the first section of the mural. Okay. Am I going to be able to make those decisions? Or I guess we were down there for 5 hours or so. I didn't count. I think it was 5 or 6. I don't have any reason to go back in. Besides, I'm too busy with the mural. Okay, I learned some interesting things from the pottery fragments I reassembled in the mines. I might be able to use this legend about Persia in the mural. I also saw an ancient map of Tassing carved into the wall of the mine. There was a building on the map labeled Mithraeum. I'm not sure what it means, and I can't really figure out where it would be in our town today. Anyway, I can't use that part in the mural. It's just odd. Okay. I mean, it kind of looked like the aqueduct ran into the Mithraeum, which would make sense if it's some kind of temple or altar. They would want water in there. Haller? You're a little bit suspicious. You have a beard. I wish I could grow a beard. Maybe I should try growing a beard at some point. I've never actually tried. Sorry. You. Me? Yes? I'm Hallorbrandt, the Lord's gamekeeper. Why are you grazing pigs in the woods? I ain't. Honestly, to him, you probably do. Was that you watching me a few minutes ago? That rock almost hit me. Watching you? No. Rock? I don't know what you're talking about. Now, answer me. That's not my pig. I've been walking around this forest for hours. Other than the charcoal burner and the tinker, you're the only other person I've seen. Then the tinker was here? Baltus was here? Also, then you kinda suck at seeing things because the twins were definitely here. If the pig doesn't belong to you, what are you doing here? I'm with child and no. Craving for acorns? I mean, there's no reason to lie, because we are working on the mural. I was in the salt mine. Doing what? Wait, I don't care. Just tell me whose pig this is. I mean, I don't know. The pig was in the woods when I came in here. Yeah, a mysterious lost pig. Who apparently belongs to no one. Well, I suppose so. Okay. I didn't think he would do that. I mean, if I find any more pigs in these woods, I'll kill them on the spot. Okay, at least allow the peasants to take the pig and make good use of the meat. And those who brought them here. Oh. Do you understand? Yes, I understand you will murder people. Good. Remind your neighbors what happens when you break the Lord's laws. I knew the Lord's men patrolled these woods, but I've never actually seen one before. I didn't realize they were so strict. I suppose I should consider myself lucky. Anyway, time to get out of these woods and back to work at the rat house. I wonder if he would have shot me if I said it was my pig. Also, I should probably tell someone about the pig, so they can go get it. He hasn't seen anyone. Apollo is right here. You fucking liar. Hello, Apollo. Artemis, you two are both good. Okay. I guess we go back to the rat house then. Because I have nowhere else to go really. I think I want to get away from that water noise. Jeez, that's way too loud. If you take a look at Historia Tassiae, we do have a copy of Historia Tassiae, the book. Maybe we should sit down and read it. Yes. If we go back home, will I be able to sit down and read it? Also, we still need to pen that letter to Matthew. I don't remember if he's brother or father. Thus no title. Now we can only sleep. We're not allowed to read the book yet. How's Dad doing? How's Klaus doing? Are you doing well, Klaus? Hello, Magdalene. He's alive. He's doing not so well. Fine, let's go to the rat house. Because we sure as hell don't seem to have anywhere else to go. Here we are then. Okay, here we are then. Here we are, we can't do anything. So I guess we're not going to the rat house? No, no. We're going... Isn't that home? But it was just there. Oh, mate, do I need to go to the workstation maybe? Didn't they say to go down to the rat house and go home? Go to the rat house? She definitely said to go back to the rat house. I even went home, but I didn't go far enough to the right, I guess. So back we go. To the church and Druckers, into the Druckers' house, all the way to the right. Never mind, that's the Drucker house. I misread that. I'm supposed to go down there? Why? Also, where is there? Go down here, Martin Bauer. We go left here to the town commons. To Utz? Yeah, to the Krautzer house. Why? Hello, Utz. Hey, Mags. Got your way with the mural, huh? I didn't expect you to convince the council like that. Oh, damn. You can really be prickly. He hasn't done anything to really deserve. Yes, he has. He called me Mags. I didn't expect the town to pick a half-wit like you for the council, so I guess we're all disappointed. Jesus, Mags, I meant it as a compliment. Compliment, not compliment. Then stop calling me Mags. I've told you twice already. The rest of the council has been arguing over the matter for so long, even I couldn't get a word in. Then you come in and shut them up in a few minutes. Yeah, sometimes you just need someone to be direct and blunt, I guess. We could use more women like you in the town. You're about to lose the only one of me there is, because I sure as hell am moving away from Tassing. There are plenty of opinionated women in the town. Want to let us join the council? Yeah, well, you'd have to take that up with the Lord, so no then. Besides, I don't think any of them are as hard-headed as you. Well, you're the exception, Magdalene. You always are. Have a little crush, do you? Clearly you've forgotten about Agnes. She doesn't suffer fools gladly. Ah, that's not what I meant. She's not... Oh, never mind. Forget about it. Anyway, standing up to the council like that was great. I know I'm on the council, but sometimes it doesn't seem like I have any influence. Probably because they view you as a snot-nosed brat. If I would have my guess. Because we have a tinkerer, we have a doctor, we have... I don't remember who else was on the council, but basically... all fairly successful people in their trade. So, and you're here. I don't know anything about you, actually. That actually seems insecure about his place on the council. he's always poking fun at me too. Maybe I should remind him that he's not that important after all. I mean, he may be an ass sometimes, but I don't like to see him so upset. Me, friendly ribbing and sometimes sometimes people need to be told off. Sure, but in the end, resentment begets resentment, hate begets hate, etc., etc. So yeah, he may be an ass sometimes, but I don't like to see him so upset. Maybe I should reassure him. Yeah, it's this one. You do, though. You vouched for me to do the mural in the first place. Well, only after your dad did. I still feel bad about that. I should have stuck up for you. Being the youngest one on the council has been harder than I thought. I know Baltus and Verna don't think I'm capable, and even Paul has warned me about being too rash. Paul. Who was Paul? Paul was your friend, wasn't it? Yeah, kinda. Paul was the artist of the miller. The son of the miller. Not the artist of the miller. The son of the miller who's an artist. Kind of. My dad died trying to make a difference in this town. All I'm trying to do is carry on his legacy, but it seems like the others won't make room for any change. Well, in all honesty, they might be, and I'm just guessing, they might be worried that you're carrying on too much of your father's legacy, because the last time your father stirred up the people, both for, well, mostly for good, you know, he wanted to make a change. But it kind of went a little bit too far, and then we had people dying, and then an uprising. So maybe they're afraid of that. Which is kind of bonkers, because you shouldn't place the blame on what someone did on someone else, but because you can never be responsible for someone else's actions, or sins, or whatever you want to call it. You can never be. You can only be held responsible for your own actions, not for what someone else does. And yes, even I know some people view it and like if you save someone's life when they're about to die, you are kind of partially responsible for what they do. No, you are only responsible for your own actions. So make them good ones, yeah? I mean, this is a compliment as well. You sound like my dad. He always said that the council was scared of doing anything important. But also this, keep pushing. They are stuck in the past, but we're looking forward toward the future of tassing. Slow down. Thanks, Mags. And stop calling me Mags, you piece of shit. Magdalene, thank you. It'll take some time, but maybe they will listen to me eventually. Well, better get back to it. See you later, Mags. Get back to what exactly? Also, is there anyone else we can talk to? Oh, we have Endres. Actually, I want to talk to you. Hello, Magdalene. How is Klaus? Rissy and I are very worried. Well, he is alive and that's what matters. But you did ask and very worried, so he's not well, Andres. May God look after you both. We have had enough tragedy in this town. Has Gertrude been by to see him? I trust her over that doctor. He is not reliable. He is the most bitter man I've ever met. And he only gets worse as the years go on. Yes, because he's very bitter over being stuck in this town as he sees it. He used to talk about how he was too good for tassing. Destined for greater things, you know? He still does. He is still here, though. Why is he on the council? Well, whatever his faults, he's still an educated man. That counts for something, I guess. You should be on the council, not him. Now they ask me, turn them down. Oh? I like what I do, I'm good at it. Don't need much else than that. You have found contentment in your life and work. Endress, I envy you. Except Resi, of course. Ah, but I shouldn't gossip. Ooh, do gossip. If there's anything Resi and I can do for you, let us know. I will. Thank you for your kindness, Endress. It's nothing. I owe your father more than I can say. Take care, Magdalene. So, what's this about Resi then? Hello, Mr. Struckerin. How is Klaus? Endress and I have been terribly worried. Now, Dad's spirits are high, but he still gets headaches and spells of dizziness. If there's anything we can do to help you with, let us know. Endress is always ready to provide. He and Klaus have been friends for a long time. If you don't mind, you weren't born in Tassing, am I right? No, I am originally from Innsbruck. How did you arrive here? The twists of Providence are sudden and unpredictable. I was but a young girl selling all manner of wares on the markets, pots and the like. One day this man appears to the stall, all jitters and nerves, stammering over his words, but charming in a way. We spoke at length. I was intrigued and soon enamored, as if a candle had been lit. Endress is a man of talent and means, after all, blessed with a kind soul. How did it feel to leave home for someone, somewhere far away, uprooting yourself from the life you had, which is, I don't ask for any particular reasons, definitely don't have plans on doing the same myself? Frightening, to be sure, leaving Innsbruck, my friends and my family behind. But it was exciting as well, going off to find new opportunities and build a new life. There wasn't much I had to look forward to in Innsbruck. Few prospects for a poor girl. I couldn't see myself sitting at the market, continuing to sell odds and ends. Sometimes there are risks we just have to take. That's very inspiring, Resi. I'm glad you found happiness here. We all struggle in this world, but the moments of joy outweigh the bad. I'm glad that's the case for you. I envy you. It's how God has set the world, his benevolence guiding us through it all. I feel like I've been blessed, and it's not been all bad for Endress either. I assist him with the bookkeeping side of the smithy and other things. Thank you for telling me about your past. It's nothing, Magdalene. I hope it has provided you with some encouragement. Yes, I'm getting the hell out of Tassing. Don't forget you are important as well and deserve to live your life. Alright, I have to assist Endress with a few things. Be well, Magdalene. Until later, Therese. Therese is your name. You're just called Resi. Okay, I learned something new. Hello, Grit. Magdalene, darling. Good morning, Gret. It smells heavenly in here. Oh, I've just finished rolling out some raisin bread. I thought that Andreas and Ulrike could use a treat today. Right, you named your son after Andreas. I was momentarily confused because Andreas is dead, so... I wonder where his grave is. We can't get into the abbey, so we can't go check the graveyard. Where are you burying your dead now, by the way? Since the abbey is closed. Or at least it's closed for me. Why is it closed for me? Why am I not allowed to go into the abbey? Any special occasion? Oh, not really. I didn't want the raisins to go to waste. Besides, I like to drop in on Anna and see my grandchildren. Anna, who stole Andreas's hat and passed it on to her own daughter. That is so sweet. I'm more blessed than I ever imagined I would be. Paul and Anna make such a lovely pair. Ulrich wouldn't believe his eyes if he saw us now. I wish he could see his grandchildren. Oh, shit, I forgot. Ulrich died. Saving Peter of all people. He was shot. Oh, isn't that kind of... That's kind of strange though, because... Ulrich was killed, saving Peter. Ulrich was shot by Lenhart, the miller, who aimed for Peter. So, Lenhart killed Ulrich. Lenhart's son, Paul, marries Ulrich's daughter, Anna. Awkward family dinners? Well, my dad killed your dad. What you gonna do about it? Oh, I did always think it was strange that your daughter married the son of the man who killed your husband. Oh, there it is. There it is. Let's... I mean, I'm kind of curious. But, again, not really, because love happens. You can't really control it. I'm sure he's rejoicing with all the saints in heaven, Gret. I do hope so. He was never much for emotional displays. Hey, a kindred spirits. But I still remember his joy when Anna was born. You know, I was angry when Anna first took a liking to young Paul. Oh, we get some of the backstory anyway. He was always a quiet boy, but I was afraid he'd turn out like his father. No, because Andreas fostered the artist in him, which maybe made him a more gentle soul. Hell, if Lenhart would have had his way, he would have turned out to be a whoring son of a bitch like he was. Well, I needn't have worried. Paul is a good man and a good father. He has built this town back up from what it was. And else dotes on those children, more than I do. She's certainly come a long way from the meek woman I met. Yeah, she was very afraid of Lenhart. I'm glad she got free. Lenhart dying, he deserved it, kind of, I feel, because he was a right bastard through and through. He was one of the most bastardy bastards of this town. And that's saying a lot, I think. I was about to say, yeah, that's saying a lot considering the Baron, but the Baron wasn't of Tassing. I mean, no, he was really the prime bastard of Tassing. That was Lenhart. I'm not very glad, but I don't mourn his passing. Let's say that. It's always sad to see people die, but I don't mourn his passing. Yeah, that works. Well, I think not having to live with Lenhart helps. Ah, well, though I wouldn't phrase it as such, I agree with you. She's twice the woman she was with him. Lord? The Lord provides miracles to us all, even if they are birthed from tragedy. Just gonna keep my mouth shut. Ah, I've been chatting for too long. My does need tending. Please excuse me, Magdalene. Of course, Grits. Until later. I did see Anna in the square. I kind of want to go talk to her as well. She was with Andreas, I think. And else. Magdalene, dear. Good day, Magdalene. Hi. How is your father? He's doing better, I think. You have my prayers. You'll need them with Werner on the case. Anna, do not speak ill of the good doctor. He is doing his best. He's a bitter, washed-up drunkard. Everyone knows it. We all have eyes. Yet, we ought to trust and believe in him. It may inspire him to be better. I mean, I'm all for second and in some cases third chances. But there are only so many chances you can give a person before you realize that no, they aren't going to improve. And he seems to have been whining for 2 decades. Maybe he just needs a good lay. Who knows? Well, on the other hand, he should have had enough time to become better, but it will only... Everyone does need the support of their community, because without the support of the community, you'll just become worse faster. Maybe the support of the community doesn't really help Werner as much as it should, but maybe it helps slow down his descent into drunkardy bitchiness. Maybe he would have been way worse off if people hadn't been trying to treat him with kindness. Who knows? I don't know. So, in spirit of trying to be positive, everyone needs the support of their community, Werner included. Just so. As long as he doesn't get anyone killed with his incompetence. No matter. I'm just glad to be sitting down for a moment. I am so tired. Andreas and Ulrike, thank you, can wear down even the most vigorous person. And not even young Utz could keep up with these two. The blessing and the curse of small children. Mom! Ulrike? Is she alright? Oh yes, she wanted to run off and hide so I could find her. After I caught my breath for a moment. I don't think she appreciates me taking this long. You're not playing along, Andreas? Hiding like your sister? No. This young man won't lose sight of his mom. Oh, he's a real mama's boy. Huh? It's kind of cute. Say, Magdalene, could you perhaps go find Ulrike in my stead? Oh, of course. I'd be delighted. Let's go play some hide and seek. Sure. Oh, wonderful. She's somewhere in town, although I'm not sure where by now. She ran up the street toward the bakery. I imagine you can find her by the giggling. I'll be off then. Okay, so we're gonna go play hide and seek with Ulrike, Anna's daughters. That's okay. So we explored some salt mines. reassembled a piece of pottery that may or may not show a human sacrifice. According to Magdalene, it's a human sacrifice. I don't know. Okay, so that's maybe if we could find someone who's more knowledgeable about the history of Tassing, especially with Perchta and the Wild Hunt. I mean, I think would probably be the old Till's son/grandson. Because old Till definitely knew, and the widow of Tillia knew, but they both be dead on account of it being 2 decades ago. And where we haven't gotten started on the mural yet, it feels like basically nothing happened. Anyway, we're slowly collecting the early history of Tassing to paint in the mural. And now we're gonna go find Ulrike, but we're doing that next time. Going to leave this here for now. As always, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Please take care of yourself. And remember to try and be the best version of yourself. Always strive for that. Laters.